In our last section of the chapter, now that we've done plenty with rational expressions, we're going to finally solve rational equations. Okay. The first case, and the nicest case, I think, is when we just have one fraction equal to another fraction. Maybe we have x on top and bottom of both. Maybe it's just on bottom. Maybe it's on top of both sides. Either way, this is basically just a proportion, and you would have spent time solving proportions in Algebra 1 and geometry. So if you remember your trick for solving proportions, we cross-multiply. Cross-multiplying is really no different than just multiplying both sides by each denominator. But we cross-multiply, and so 7 times 2x minus 10 would get us 14x minus 70. 11 times x minus 2 would get us 11x minus 22. I'm going to subtract 11x from each side, add 70. That gets me 3x equals 48. Divide by 3, and x is 16. Now, in the instructions, it says check for extraneous solutions. We've dealt with that before, right? It's possible that we could get solutions that don't actually work in the equation. The main thing you need to check for here for extraneous solutions is, do any of them give me a 0 in the denominator and make anything undefined? That's going to be the main case that we'd run into extraneous solutions. So 16 doesn't make either of these equal to 0. So we should be good, and let's go with it. So one more. Again, we're just cross-multiplying, but here we have bigger factors on top and bottom than just constants in some of the places. So here we're going to have to FOIL, and we're actually going to have a quadratic on either side. So if we do x minus 3 times x plus 2, that's going to FOIL to x squared minus x minus 6. And x times x plus 5 is going to give us x squared plus 5x. This one's kind of nice because when we subtract, if we subtract x squared from both sides, it just cancels out in both places. So we have, we're back to just something linear. So negative x minus 6 equals 5x. I'll add x to both sides. So negative 6 is equal to 6x. Divide by 6, and x is a negative 1. And again, just at a quick glance, does it put a 0 in any of the denominators? If it doesn't, we'll just stick with that then.